Hello there, and a warm welcome to Gist News, broadcasting to you live from Lagos, Southwest Nigeria. I'm Adenike Woye Ajiboye. But first, the headlines. Federal government targets 1 million jobs in its digital switchover. Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, attributes sack of First Bank directors to protection of customers and minority shareholders. And in business, oil hits 6-week high, $68.47 as dollar weakens. UNDP research reveals almost half of Yama risks of falling into poverty by 2022. Still on the foreign scene, 44 persons killed at Lakoboma's religious festival. And in sports news, Manchester United seals first leg of Europa League semi-final. And in entertainment news, Davido's fiancée Chioma Rowland celebrates birthday at 26. Well, we'll take a short break here, and when we return, we'll bring you details of the news to stay. Have you been worrying about giving the right publicity to all your special events? Then look not further, because our Gistongist will give a perfect, cost-effective coverage and reporting of all your events. Quickly reach us at Gistongist Media to cover all your annual general meetings, engagement proposals, wedding ceremonies, birthday celebrations, burial ceremony, professional MC, ushering, and photography service. You can also call us on 091-355-08050. You can also follow us on Facebook at Gistongist Media and on Instagram and Twitter, GistongistNJ, or email us on gistongist@gmail.com. For more information about us, visit us at 605B Albert Johnson Crescent off Adeniyi Jones, Ikeja, Lagos, or log on to www.gistongist.com. Gistongist, your platform for all gists. So glad to have you back. Now the news and details. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has fired all the directors of First Bank of Nigeria Limited and First Bank of Nigeria Holdings PLC and immediately appointed new persons to fill the positions. CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, who announced the removal of the First Bank directors, said the decision was taken by the management of CBN, the apex regulator of Nigeria's financial sector, following the query which the Apex Bank had earlier issued to the board of First Bank for removing Adesola Adeduton as the managing director and chief executive officer without regulatory approval. Emefiele said the decision was also taken in order to preserve the stability of the bank so as to protect the minority shareholders and depositors. And now, still staying with local news, the federal government says the transition from analog to digital broadcasting will create 1 million jobs in Nigeria in the next 3 years. Minister of Information and Culture Lai Mohammed disclosed this at the launch of Digital Switchover held in Lagos State. The event marked the beginning of the second phase of the DSO rollout, which began in Jos Plateau State on April 30, 2016, and is intended to cover an additional 13 states in 2021. According to the minister, these states will be joining FCT, Kwara, Kaduna, Enugu, and Osun. The minister also said the DSO rollout in Lagos is unique as it is the first time the DSO project would be beaming 60 choice channels to television households. And now in business news, the international oil benchmark of Brent crude reached its highest in 6 weeks on Thursday. A strong U.S. economy pushed out the impact of increased COVID-19 cases in Brazil and India. Brent crude rose by $1.2 to $68.47 per barrel by 6:59 p.m. local time, Nigerian time, while the United States West Texas Intermediate rose by $1.07 to $64.93 per barrel. This is according to Energy Intel. Still with foreign news, not less than 44 people have been killed in a crash at a crowded religious festival held in the northeast of Israel. Dozens more were injured at the Lag BaOmer festival, which takes place annually at the foot of Mount Meron. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will travel to the scene and said Sunday would be a day of national mourning. Tens of thousands of Orthodox Jews attended the all-night festival, making the largest event in Israel since the coronavirus pandemic began. The country's successful vaccination program has allowed it to lift many restrictions, but health officials had still warned of the risk of COVID-19. To more foreign stories, the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP) has revealed that women and children are likely to feel the brunt of a steep increase in poverty caused by COVID-19 and February's military coup. The coronavirus pandemic, coupled with the instability following a military coup in February, could plunge almost half of Myanmar's population into poverty, reversing economic gains made over the last 16 years. And this is according to the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP). The UNDP report, a PDF published on Friday, stated that the ongoing political crisis will doubtless further compound the socio-economic impact of the pandemic, reducing incomes. And now talking sport news of this era, Bruno Fernandes and Edinson Cavani scored twice as Manchester United came from behind to take a major step towards sealing a place in next month's Europa League final. Fernandes gave United a perfect start in the semi-final with Italian side Roma when he swept home Cavani's first-time lay-off. Paul Pogba's handball allowed Lorenzo Pellegrini to equalize before the Roma's keeper's pass allowed former Manchester City striker Edin Dzeko to score his sixth goal in 5 Old Trafford appearances to turn the tie on its head by half-time. But United rallied after the break. Cavani leveled with superb first-time effort before tapping the host back in front when substitute keeper Antonio Mirante pushed Aaron Wan-Bissaka's angled shot into his path. And finally, on the news, talking entertainment news, a fiancé of popular Afrobeat singer Chioma Avril Rowland has celebrated her 26th birthday with stunning pictures. This is coming a day after the celebrity chef allegedly pleaded with Davido to end the dispute between them and planned marriage with her to avoid disgracing the Igbo tradition of having a child out of wedlock. The mother of one, who is a year older today, took to Instagram to share beautiful pictures of herself looking younger than her age. In sharing her pictures, the celebrator, Chioma Rowland, gave praises to God and wrote, and I quote, "God is so good, 26 and blessed." And that's it on the news. However, you can advertise your businesses on all Gistongist platforms for as little as 5,000 naira. And this is also advising you to quickly embrace this promo while it lasts. Remember to like this newscast and subscribe to all our social media pages on Twitter and Instagram at Gistongist NG and on Facebook and YouTube at Gistongist Media. Also, remember to visit Afriki.com, www.friki.com for all your online shopping needs. I'm Adenike Oweye Ajiboye. It's bye for now.
What's boss? It's your boy Osh, baby. My name is Kenny Black.
They call me VJ.
All of you, they call me Lolo.
So you're watching.
Keep watching.
Gist on Gist.
Gist on Gist.
I deal with Gist on Gist.
Gistongist.com.
Nami, yo.